Hi everybody, so today I am doing a music tag. So I have 11 questions all about my personal taste on music, and I would love to hear what you guys have to think. So I will link the tag questions down in the description. Go and fill them out. Let me know what you guys think about music and who your favourite artists are. I thought I would focus on music a little bit because we sort of have done quite a lot on film and TV and not really mentioned music for a while because it's been quite quiet in the music world. But I thought it'd be really interesting for you guys to sort of learn about what I like, and I would love to learn about what you like in music because I think music is an amazing thing and really does bring lots of people together. So get involved and answer the tag, and I'm just going to get straight on in there. So question number 1 is, which artist or band do you own the most albums by? Now, I don't actually own that many albums. Obviously now all music is streamed online. You know, we've got iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, so I don't really own any physical albums, but the ones that I probably do own, most of them are Iron Maiden. I love Iron Maiden so much. My dad heavily influenced me to listen to Iron Maiden as a child, and I sort of was just brought up with that type of music through my parents, and so I love Iron Maiden so much. They are such a good band to rock with, and they really do have me sort of power pumping, and when I'm feeling a bit down or a bit sort of like, oh, I don't know what to do, I just listen to a bit of Iron Maiden and it really cheers me up. Equally, if I'm a bit stressed, I put Iron Maiden on if I'm at the gym. So they're sort of my like go-to band when I'm not feeling 100%. Question number 2 is last song you listened to. So the last song that I listened to would have been Avenged Sevenfold, Little Piece of Heaven. I did check my Spotify on my phone before I filmed the video, so it is accurate. I love Avenged Sevenfold so much and I love this song. I went to see Avenged Sevenfold a couple of years ago and I didn't actually know the whole behind story of the song. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the whole story because it is a long story, but basically it is a dedication to one of the bandmates who unfortunately lost their lives, and I just think it is the most beautiful song ever. And I remember like hearing this story and then they played the song and I was just completely in a different world. It made me feel amazing. So it is one of my all-time favourite songs, and it is definitely a song that does still touch me to this day. Let me know if you want to learn more about Avenged Sevenfold and the song. If you want to know a bit sort of a fact file, let me know because I'm thinking of doing that. Question number 3 is, what's in your CD player right now? Like I said, I don't really own a CD player, I don't own albums, everything is on my phone that I plug into my aux lead when I'm driving, or that I play on my computer when I'm at work or whatnot. So I don't own a CD player, but the last album that I listened to would have been, is Prince, 1999. Prince is my morning get up music. He just makes me feel so jolly, and there are so many songs that I know of Prince that I love, and it just really makes me feel awake in the morning, and that's kind of where I get my energy from, because first thing in the morning I am not someone you speak to, and then sort of as the day progresses and as the morning gets on, then I'm more awake because I've been listening to Prince in my car and all is good. So it would have definitely been Prince. The last show you attended, the last show that I attended was Meatloaf. I can't remember when it was, like I can't remember the year. It was a few years ago, I think it was about 3 years ago. I went with my dad in, and it was at the Manchester Arena. Amazing show. If you've not seen Meatloaf live and you want to, I really recommend it. I do know he doesn't tour that much now. I think it was his like last farewell tour, even though he'd previously done a farewell tour, but he did another farewell tour. It was amazing. There was fire, there was a massive car that they brought on, and a motorbike, and a big inflatable, I can't remember what it was. It was amazing. The only thing that let the show down, and is sort of going to go into number 6, which is the worst show. I know I've skipped a question. So that was sort of like, that's the last show I've seen, and then the worst show would be that one as well in combined. It was an amazing show. I loved his singing. He was so good, but he had to get carried off stage at the end of the show, and that really just sort of like was like, oh, because it was a realisation that Meatloaf, who is a rock and roll legend, unfortunately, you know, isn't a rock and roll legend anymore, and he's getting old. Number 5, the greatest show you've ever been to. I've been to quite a few concerts. I don't think I've been to a concert that I've like hated. I've been to Avenged Sevenfold, I've been to Meatloaf, I've been to All Time Low, I've been to Mayday Parade. I've seen so many bands live, and trying to narrow it down is really difficult, but for me it would have to be Meatloaf, like I said previously, because it was an epic show and it was one of them shows that I don't think a lot of people will get to see again, unfortunately, because obviously he is getting older now, or Avenged Sevenfold, because Avenged Sevenfold was epic. It was the first time they'd ever performed out of America, and I remember being on floor. I think it was my first stand-up concert as well, and it just, I have so many memories. It was an amazing concert, so probably Avenged Sevenfold, equally by Meatloaf. Number 7, favourite band tee is the one that I'm wearing. It's the Iron Maiden Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. I can never remember it. I love this t-shirt. I did a video on it as well, which I will link in the description below. It's just a baseball tee, and obviously it's got the album cover on it. It's one of my favourites. I'll link it in the description if you guys want to check it out. I love this t-shirt. I never ever take it off. It is my, like, Monday morning, Friday chill. It is my, I just love it. I live in it. Number 8. What musician would you like to meet? I would love to have met David Bowie before he died. David Bowie for me just sort of really makes me feel special. He is an amazing artist, and what he did with the creation of clothes and the way he expressed himself to me really is a big thing, and I was like gutted obviously when he died, and I would have loved to have just met him. I think he was an amazing guy. He dressed amazingly. He was just so cool, and he didn't really care what anybody thought about him. He did his music, he dressed the way he dressed, and that was the end of it. So yeah, definitely David Bowie. Number 9, who would you like to make a comeback? I would love Motorhead to make a comeback. Obviously they can't because their fellow bandmate has died, but I would love, like, even without him, just for one concert or one song, just for them to get back together. Motorhead are like Iron Maiden. I love them. They are my guilty pleasure. I love Motorhead, and I would love to just have them sort of together and sing a song, even if they're not all there. So definitely Motorhead. So if you're watching and you're thinking about it, I'm all up for it, please. I volunteer as tribute. I will buy every single album possible. And number 10, one band you have never seen live but want to. This was an easy one for me. I did think about it for a little bit, and I was a bit like, oh, who would I really like to see live? The Foo Fighters. Every time the Foo Fighters are on Glastonbury, are on Leeds, or have their own show, are on the telly, or release a song, I am like, oh my god, why have I not seen you yet? They are epic. Their concerts are just so cool. Like, when you watch them on Glastonbury, they're like, you know, waving their hands up, they're kicking the air, and I just love Foo Fighters. It just seems to be a concert that I'd want to be. It's like a rave, and I'd love it. So definitely the Foo Fighters, and I love their music, like, all the time, no matter what song it is, no matter what it's called. They could write a song about sheep and I would still love it, because I absolutely love the Foo Fighters. So next time the Foo Fighters come to Manchester, I am determined to go and see them, fingers crossed. And that's it for our music tag. I will comment all the questions down below so you guys can go and check them out and answer your questions down below. I would love to learn all about your music, loves, who you love, who you hate, who you've last seen, etc, etc. Let me know. Don't forget, we've got an Iron Maiden competition running on our channel, on our previous video, where you can win one of the 4 t-shirts that we've shown in the past. I will link it in the description below. All you have to do is go over onto that video, comment down below, give it a thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed. You have to be subscribed to be entered. Then I will pick one lucky winner, and you will get the choice of one of 4 t-shirts. And yes, my loving baseball tee t-shirt that I love in the whole entire world is going to be on that competition. So if you want to rock this t-shirt like me, go and check it out. Don't forget to tweet us, like us on Facebook, all that jazz. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you next time.
AllStars Heroes of TV. 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 Who's your hero?